As our trip to Vietnam is coming to an end, what better way to spend the weekend than on this luxury 5-star cruise around Ha Long Bay? And since we wanted to make this weekend extra special, we booked an epic Terrace Suite with panoramic views around Ha Long Bay. We finally made it to the capital of Vietnam, Hanoi, but before we explore any of this city, we're actually heading 2.5 hours out of the city with a little luxury shuttle bus that's picking us up for our cruise. And I think our bus has just arrived.
Okay, thank you. Let's go.
Thank you. Yes, I was hoping there would be a wet towel. We've just boarded the ship. And I think it's lunchtime already, but we've got like a little table reservation with our names on it, super cute, and a little sweet tea that we had on arrival, so that's really nice. Cheers. We've finally been given our key. We're on 202, so there's 2 floors. There's first floor, which I think is this floor that we're currently sat on, and then floor 2, because we got a little bit of a fancier room that we'll show you. Ta-da! Okay, you ready?
No.
Ooh, nice! Wow! Whoa! Whoa!
That is huge.
Oh my... Okay, hold on. Let's take our shoes off. This is way too nice to walk around with shoes inside. Oh my goodness, the view! Wait, how do I... Wow.
Oh.
That is so nice. You can probably hear as well now. The motors have just started, so we're finally starting to move a little bit. Whilst we were eating lunch, we were stationary. Anchored. All the boat talk, I don't know it. I don't know it. We're on starboard right now.
Did you get a free bottle of wine?
Yes, we did.
Is that red?
Yes, it is. Wow, this is so cool!
Whoa. So this room we booked, it comes with a terrace, so we can literally lie down here and watch the cliffs of Ha Long Bay go past. We haven't even started yet. We're literally just where we had lunch. So I think we got about 2 hours of chilling here now while we get closer to the middle of Ha Long Bay. This is gonna be awesome.
Just a quick thank you to today's video sponsor, NordVPN.
To stop hackers from snooping in on our personal information, such as credit card details and passwords, we use a VPN. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. We've been on the move for almost 2 years now, which means that we book a lot of hotels. With NordVPN, we can often find an even more affordable deal when changing the location of our VPN. This helps us to save a lot of money that we can spend on other fun things.
If you sign up to NordVPN today using the URL nordvpn.com/2passports or with our code 2passports, you'll also receive Nord threat protection at no extra cost, which helps you to avoid any malware while browsing the internet.
Additionally, you can add NordPass at checkout for extra security when managing your passwords to keep your information secure.
Just go to nordvpn.com/2passports or click the link in the description box below. Now, let's get back into the video.
So we're in our room now. We just come from lunch. Lunch was a buffet lunch, and there was a huge selection of everything for meat eaters and vegetarians as well. And we ended up having way too many caramel flans. This cruise is 2 days and 1 night, so we're here from about 12 in the afternoon until about 11:30 the next day. And this was just under $400 US, but that includes a return transfer from the middle of Hanoi, which is $30 each. But we wanted to upgrade this room because we are leaving Vietnam very soon. We wanted to treat ourselves and have something really nice to look back on. So we've got a terrace with 2 sun lounges to lie down and look at the rock formations or mountains or cliffs, whatever you want to call them. They look amazing.
So you may have seen from all the branding on the video thus far that this cruise is called Genesis Regal Cruises. Now there's loads of different cruising companies in Ha Long Bay. A lot of them aren't running right now, but many of them are. When we arrived on this when we arrived on this ship, there was loads of other ones sort of anchored in the vicinity around it. This one was the one that drew our eyes because it looks so nice. And once you see the room, you'll know exactly what we mean. Now, the only places on this cruise that we've been so far is lunch and then our room. There is an upstairs that I think has a bar and a bit of a sun deck, and there's also a pool, but we'll show you that in just a moment. But first, let's show you the gorgeous room that we're in. So right now we're in the Regal Terrace Suite because it has a stunning terrace, but we'll get to that. First is this huge bathroom. I have never seen a bathroom like this on a moving vessel. I've not been on that many yachts, so maybe one day I'll see something even more luxurious, but this is so fancy. I think every room type comes with a bathtub, although don't quote me on that. But look at that gorgeous view from the bathtub. So the rest of the bathroom has everything else you would need: a sink, an actual shower if you don't want to take a bath, and a flushing toilet, which I think just seems super fancy to have on a boat, but I've never been on a cruise before, so maybe I'm a little bit crazy. Anyway, in the main room, we have the most breathtaking views of Ha Long Bay. Now, a couple of times we're going to be anchored up, and I think we're anchored up overnight, so we're not going to be moving around, which is definitely a good thing. But right now, we're just sort of sailing through. I don't know the boat talk. We're just sailing through Ha Long Bay, and it is so nice and so calming. There's no one else there. Huge window. No one can see us, but we can see everything. As we do for everything, we've also paid for this cruise. It was quite a juicy amount of money, but we really wanted the room upgrade and we really wanted something to remember this trip by, but it's already super memorable. Vietnam is awesome. But that being said, we did get a complimentary bottle of bubbly. Now, you might notice that it's not Vietnamese and it's definitely not in English. We Google translated this. I think it's Hungarian. Not sure how this bottle of bubbly ended up on this ship, but we're not gonna say no. You know us, we love a bit of bubbly, so that's gonna be popped open later once we've cooled it for a little bit.
On the terrace.
On the terrace. Can it get any better than that? Oh, and they gave us some complimentary fruit too. This bed looks so inviting. I don't know what it is, the fact that you're going to be kind of rocked to sleep ever so slightly, or just that you're in absolute beautiful nature. There's no honking, there's no noise in the background. The ship will be the ship will be anchored. This is gonna get, I don't know any of the terminology. The ship will be anchored, which means that the motor also won't be on. So it'll be just nice and quiet. But look at this bed. It looks a little bit firm, so I'm gonna rock the whole ship doing this. Okay, wait, how do I, you know what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. Cleared the runway. Oh, okay. That's quite hard.
Hard. Oh, is it?
It's like a mixture between,
It's a memory foam?
I don't know. It's nice, actually. It's not hard, it's firm, but in a nice way. The bedding though is very soft. Oh, I quite like this. Oh, it looks so nice.
Now enough of the inside, let's show you the terrace. We are moving, so it might be a little bit loud, but we have to show you. So out here we have 2 sun lounges. It's gonna be perfect. Not really sunny, unfortunately. It's actually really comfortable, you know. Also there is a table and chairs, so if you want to have a few drinks tonight, you can. I've been to Halong Bay before, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. And considering you get the tour with the sub-activities in the price, I don't think it's that expensive. And we upgraded as well, so you can get cheaper rooms.
So as the Prosecco came kind of room temperature, because initially they actually gave us a bottle of red wine, and both Dylan and I were like, oh, we hate red wine. So she was like, oh no, we have this also. So that's how we ended up with this random Hungarian sparkling white wine. But we're just wrapping it in a wet towel and then popping it in the fridge because it is quite warm, just to cool it down. But like, how smart are we? So there is a wine fridge in here. The only thing that's currently in there, apart from our Prosecco wrapped in a cute little towel, is some water and some Sprite. All right. It doesn't go any colder than that. 10 degrees Prosecco, here we come. But whilst I'm here, I completely forgot to show you guys the dressing gowns. Who am I? Sacrilege. Look at this. Oh. What's funny about dressing gowns like these, I love them so much. On Dylan, they look hilarious because they're all like really short for him. So they look like he's wearing a tiny little skirt. You can tell I'm super excited to be in here because I also feel, I'll do that again. You can tell I'm super psyched. Ah! Woo! Okay.
Slow down.
Yeah, wow, yeah. You can tell I'm super excited to be here because I completely forgot to also mention the aircon, which is nicely sort of almost hidden, but not hidden in there with a remote control. Oh, speaking of remote controls, there's also a TV. Did I mention that?
No.
No, it's right there.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. And it's actually a really, really good position because it's right sort of over the bed. This room has everything. Prosecco, dressing gowns, TV, huge bed, gorgeous view, extra little boat following behind. What more can you want?
It's a bit quiet here now. The engine's off, the aircon is off, turn that off. It's nice and quiet. It's really nice. You can hear a little long-tail boat in the distance. Should we pop this?
Yes.
I don't know what this is going to be like. It's probably been left over by someone. Because we were meant to get a red, but we don't like red wine. Every time I've drunk red wine, I've been sick.
Fun fact.
And Adriana thinks it tastes like blood. So, not that we.
Fun fact.
Not that we drink blood. Oh. Okay. Yes, definitely not champagne.
No, I think when we Google translated it, it says
sparkling
white wine. Yeah,
white wine.
Sparkling white wine.
Let's see.
Looks good though.
It's got bubbles.
Yes. Thank
you
very much.
Cheers.
That's alright.
It's not the worst thing I've ever had. It's still a bit warm though.
Yeah.
Needs to be cooled down a bit.
We're just sipping our Hungarian sparkling wine, which turns out the bottle is actually written in Russian, but it's Hungarian wine. We tried to Google it and it was just chaotic. That being said, it's the perfect addition to this afternoon. Now, with the ferry? No, it's not ferry. With the boat? No.
Cruise.
With the cruise. Oh my god. With the cruise off, with the ship.
Cruise.
You said cruise. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a cruise.
Okay.
It's a ship.
Now, with the ship motor off, it is so quiet. We have a couple of other ships that we're looking at, a couple of small boats that dash from side to side once in a while. And there was actually a lady a little bit earlier that came by with loads of snacks on a boat to sell to the big boats, which was quite fun as well. We didn't buy anything because we've got plenty of things here. All that aside, the real reason that we're here is this beautiful, beautiful landscape or seascape. I'm not really sure what you would call it because it's half and half. It is so nice, just calm waters, beautiful sort of cliff, almost mini mountain rock formation things. I don't actually know 100% what they're called, but they're really nice. Covered in just flora. Flora? Flora and fauna. Yeah, flora. They're covered in flora.
Have you had a lot of that drink?
No, I've had a couple of sips. I don't speak English anymore. Thank you for listening.
Ready?
Yep. $7.5.
Yeah, I mean like
7.5.
Yeah. The hesitation brought you back.
You by the pool. The sun is setting over there and it looks absolutely awesome. But let's quickly test this one before we go grab a drink on the upper deck that we actually haven't been up to yet. It's much warmer than the water there, but not much room to swim, you know? I prefer bigger swimming pools, but we're on a boat, so can't really complain.
Great if they provide you.
Wow. We're just up on the sun deck on the 3rd floor or 2nd floor, depending on which country you're from. But now we're moving again, and just look around here. Wow, it's just so nice to just be drifting slowly through Halong Bay, having a drink, just chilling.
Yeah, it is so calm. A lot of our travels thus far have been quite intense.
Yeah.
Vietnam is intense, beautiful, and in some places quite romantic, quite calm, but intense. And we've been filming a lot of videos and we've been doing as much as we can. So this is actually such a welcomed break. There's not super stable Wi-Fi, so there's a lot of being offline.
That's great.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of being offline and just enjoying the views, enjoying each other's
editing
company.
today.
Yeah, just like, oh,
Just
it's so
chilling.
beautiful.
Dinner is in about 5-10 minutes, but for now we're just gonna take it all in,
Sip the cocktails and a beer.
sip the beer, and yeah, just enjoy this.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, my love. Oh, it's hot.
Everyone's tucking into their brunch/breakfast right now. There was another breakfast at 6:30 to 7:30 this morning alongside a Tai Chi sort of lesson, but we slept through it. We didn't want to wake up that early, so we came to the second breakfast, which is a buffet breakfast, again, like it was last night for dinner and for lunch. For my first ever cruise experience, if you can call this a real cruise, because you know it's more of a tour than a cruise, I really enjoyed it. It was really enjoyable, and I'd probably definitely go on something similar like this again.
I definitely agree, and I think the reason that this was such a nice first cruise, because I also have never been on one, and when you see images online of cruises, some people seem to love them, some people seem to hate them. I was very much undecided, but since it's such a small boat, coach, what is it?
Cruise ship.
Since it's such a small since this is such a small cruise ship compared to some of the ones that you see online, it was very intimate, it was very calm. You could decide to do the activities if you wanted to, or you could just stay in the room, and the room was so nice, we did not want to leave. The activities, I'm sure, were also super fun, but the view and the room was just so nice, there was no way we were gonna leave that room. If you've enjoyed this video, then you might like the video that's on the screen right now, where we went to the biggest hotel in Bangkok and went to their Sky Suite that cost $15,000 per night.